It was a short episode this week. Well, I guess they're all only about like 20 to 30 minutes. What I mean is that there wasn't much going on compared to the last three. But just because there's less juicy bits, that doesn't necessarily mean there isn't anything to talk about, because there is. And instead of beating around the bush, let's just get right into it. The episode starts with the Bad Batch choosing which planet they'll hide out on until the heat from escaping Camino dies down. They chose Idaflor, a planet that has absolutely no backstory prior to this episode. Seriously, I went and looked for at least about a half an hour. There's nothing on this place, not even in Legends. But a planet that does have some backstory to it is the planet that the BB opt to refuel on, Pantora. Pantora is home to the Pantorans. If you're familiar with the Clone Wars, you might remember a few select Pantorans, such as Supreme Chairman Chicho, Senator Ryu Chuchi, and Baron Papa Noida, who all appear in various arcs throughout the show, those arcs being some of my favorites. So once again, just like with episode 2 of this show, this episode gives us another nod to the Clone Wars. Also, I would just like to point out, Omega talks in the same accent and dialect as Senator Chuchi.
Don't worry, Senator. There's no way that Pantora will ever have dealings with the Separatists.
My name's Omega. I was wondering when you guys would come back.
So maybe that actually means that Omega is... No, I'm not doing that. I'm just joshing you. Anyways, the Bad Batch go to Pantora. Their mission is to refuel, refit, and scramble their ship's chain code to make it more difficult for the Empire to track their movements and to ensure they can land in a port without being arrested immediately. So they land in one of these spaceports on the surface of Pandora, and this Ugnaught-looking dude proceeds to then scam, rip off, and betray the Bad Batch to an associate we should all know from a show that takes place far into the future. The Ugnaught reports to a bounty hunter by the name of Fennec Shand, who is revealed to be hunting for Omega. Now, I can only assume that Fennec is hunting Omega at the behest of the Kaminoans, as the last episode saw them desire for her to return so they can try, in vain, to convince the Empire to continue using clones in their vast armies. Now, here's a question. This is the question of the day. Is Fennec the only bounty hunter searching for Omega? Because what if the Kaminoans hired multiple bounty hunters? What if one of these bounty hunters they hired is Cad Bane, the man himself? Then, what if one of the other bounty hunters they hired is Boba Fett? For those who don't know, or need a reminder, let me paint a picture for you. Back before the Clone Wars was cancelled and was moved off of Cartoon Network, one of the many arcs in the original Season 7 for the show, maybe Season 8, involved Cad Bane and Boba Fett. As revealed to us during 2017 Star Wars Celebration, the plot of the arc... Oh my god, this is insane. They, Boba and Bane, were hired to find and rescue a child from the Tusken Raiders of Tatooine. Minus the Tusken Raiders, that is exactly what the Kaminoans are hiring bounty hunters for right now, the rescue of a child of Omega. I don't think I need to say any more, I think you can figure it out, but I'm going to. At the end of the unfinished Bane-Fett buddy cop arc, the two would then participate in a duel against one another. This duel would be where Boba gets the signature dent in his helmet and would be the possible death of Cad Bane. Do I need to say more? Because, dude, you know this has to be coming. It has to. It fits way too perfectly for them not to do this. There is no way Filoni would just pass up a chance to write in one of the most defining moments for everyone's favorite bounty hunter, whoever that may be, when most of the script for it was finished years ago. Bet on it. It's happening. Other than that, well, this episode was pretty straightforward. Fennec tries to take Omega, she fails, and the Bad Batch get away, but only just. There wasn't really much else to analyze with this one, but I do have a sinking feeling that the next few episodes might be different. I mean, to be honest, if what I'm saying is true about Cad Bane and Boba Fett, I don't think the Bad Batch are going to make it to Ida Flora anytime soon, but that's just me. But maybe you think different. If you have any questions or comments about this video, Star Wars, or its lore, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to read each and every one of them. Thanks for watching, and remember well.